So guys, welcome back to, well, another financial disaster by me. If you did not watch the last video of this BMW X5, I bought it, well, it'll be about a month and a half, 2 months ago now, the video went up. And as you'll see in that last video, again, if you haven't watched it, you'll understand more about this car and why I have it and subsequent video that I'm making now. Yeah, this one cost a lot of money to get right, which I have spent. I have spent, well, more than the car's worth, if I'm quite honest, like tenfold what the car's worth, really. So, I would like to update you guys on what has happened with this thing. Right, so the whole idea was this was going to be my new daily driver. I hadn't had a 4x4 for a while, so this one popped up. It was cheap, as I said in the last video, and I thought, well, I'll take a punt on that. I'll have a go. It can't be that bad. It blew up on the way home. Yeah, like I was driving it and it didn't sound that bad. And then it sounded really bad. Now, that is my fault for buying it in the first place. I will hold my hands up and say that was completely my fault. The drive home probably was the last nail in the coffin for this, this engine especially. It definitely wasn't happy. And, you know, again, completely my fault. We had to go quite deep with this one. I will explain to you now that this was not the plan. In fact, I bought this with the intention of not buying that Range Rover. You know, the one that you guys have seen that's 145 grand. It's not actually 145 grand. It was like 20 grand. But anyway, I bought this because I wasn't going to buy one of them. Then when this went wrong, I was like, right, that's it. I'm just going to have to go and do it now. I'm going to have to. And well, that's given me some jip too. So, what I'm going to say to everyone out there that wants a 4x4 is be careful. I've said that in Range Rover videos, but yeah, I'm a little bit of an idiot when it comes to stuff like this. In a sense, like, I'll have a go. I'm not, like, stupid, but I will have a go, you know. If something's wrong, I'll take it on. I'll spend the money. It's all good. I'll put my money where my mouth is, as I always say. I'll get a lot of flack in the comments probably for, well, spending the money to start with. Anyway, it doesn't matter because it's happened. But as you'll see from the title in this one, I've spent 6,000, well, actually over 6,000. It's around £6,000 making this thing right. Whoops. So, let me delve into what's happened and where the money has been spent, because it's quite a lot. So yes, I purchased this rather lovely, I think it's carbon black. Is it carbon black? Let me know in the comments below. I think I am right in saying it's carbon black. BMW X5 2009 35D. So it's the twin turbo diesel model. Now, the idea being that I had an X6 many years ago. You may have seen it. It had wide arches and stuff. And, well, I thought I'll have another go with one of them. They're quite affordable, I thought. I thought that this one was a genuinely lovely thing. It's got pan roof, black interior. It was, you know, the carbon. I'm going to say it's carbon black. Please, again, let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong. But I think it's carbon black. Wheels are nice, tyres good. Drove absolutely lovely. I look genuinely the nicest, not as nice as my one that I paid a lot of money for. My X6 paid a lot of money for back in the day. Like, we're talking 6 years ago now I had that. I know, time flies. But I thought, well, I'll have another go on one of them. I need a new daily. I hate saying the word daily, but it's true. I need a daily driver, like a relatively big one. So I thought I'd delve into this one. And as I've already said, it did, well, it blew up on the way home. In fact, completely shut off in traffic. Bang, bang, bang from the engine. From that video, we actually put some injectors in it because the injector compensation was actually coming up on the OBD readout that we did. Unfortunately, and I'm going to say that out in this now, you are going to have to put genuine BMW injectors into one of these, in my opinion, because, well, you need to rule out every single thing. That was, in fact, the problem. From the snap-on OBD reading and everything that you guys may have seen in, you know, the last video and stuff, yeah, that's basically what it was coming back as. Yes, it was making a knocking noise. Yes, the idea of putting an engine in was there already. The intention of basically, when it started knocking, putting an engine in was there, but I was like, we'll have a go, right? We'll have a go. I'll put some genuine BMW injectors in it, which were £2,000. That's £2,000. Well, it was £2,000, and I had to give my injectors. There was 2 dead ones in this, so we did need injectors. We did need injectors, but it was 2 dead ones. It was about £270, I think, to get those injectors that were originally in this actually tested to make sure they were actually at fault. They were at fault, but I had to put new ones in anyway. So we sort of had to do, like, you had to test the injectors to then find out it was the injectors, to put new injectors in to find out it wasn't the injectors. Basically, it was a 2000 to 2100. It was something like 22 all in. I should have just bought an engine at that point. That's the point where I should have just gone, no, I'm going to buy an engine, used engine off eBay, which will come with injectors, probably genuine ones, hopefully genuine ones, we shall see. But it then, as that happened and the money was spent, came back here, and I ummed and ahed for a very long time thinking, I need to put an engine in that. I thankfully then booked it in at Advanced Automotive. Advanced Automotive, now you guys will know Advanced Automotive from the Cadillac build series. They are still doing stuff in there. There is an update coming. No crazy update though, because that's my personal car. This is more like making content. It's not mainly making content, it's just drearing on about how much money I've spent on silly things. Basically, it went to them. They are, pretty much a BMW Land Rover specialist. So what prime place to put it in the hands of them to see what they thought. Which within the first few days of it actually being there, they found out that there was a lot of metal in the oil. Probably something I should have done to start with. If an engine is knocking, regardless of what the OBD reading is saying, probably drop the oil out and just see how bad it is. And I was like, right, I need to go and buy an engine. Which, on the same day, one was listed on eBay. How good was that? £2,000 later. The engine was £2,000, had about 70,000 miles on it. Oh, the key. Let me get the key. I can't even open the bonnet, can I? Show you guys a brand new engine that's in there. Where's the key? I found the key. I'm back with the key. Unlock. Look at them halos go. I think the camera can see that. Right, so bonnet goes open, and as you'll see, you just about see. Are you ready? Oh, it's exactly the same engine. 35D engine with 70,000 miles on it. Completely checked. Turbos checked. Everything auxiliary basically replaced or checked fully. I actually go through and replace a few boost hoses, MAF sensor, just general stuff that you would when taking an engine out. I say I definitely didn't. I would not attempt things like this because I just wouldn't. So yeah, there is 4,200 without the labour. 4,200. No, actually, it's 4.5 because of the auxiliaries. 4.5 grand's worth of engine, MAF sensors, boost pipes, just auxiliary bits. Like, that's just in parts, and the injectors, of course. So £4,500. Let's say that again. £4,500 spent just on parts in the engine bay to make this thing what it is now, which is actually very lovely. Then, of course, on top, there is fitting it, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how to fit one of these engines. In fact, I have absolutely no idea. So, on top of that, we are over £6,500 just in this engine bay. It now, though, has a clean bill of health. It has new boost pipes. It literally has everything. It might as well be a brand new car at this point. It's had everything checked. It's had every light assessed. Mate, it's actually a lovely thing now. And if you bear with me, I'm just going to shuffle past. Sorry about this internet. Whoa. Nicest interior. I'm going that side like it makes a difference, but what am I doing? What am I doing? It's still early, apparently. Right. It is lovely. Listen. I'll turn the radio down now. Cool. But then it comes to the end of the video now, where we have quite a major problem. Let me explain. And the problem is, after I've actually spent all this money, and it's now actually a lovely thing, I don't even need it, because I went and bought that bloody Range Rover. So this now is sat on my driveway doing absolutely nothing. So I've decided to sell it. And I know people don't like me selling things or anything being sold on the internet, but this is surplus to requirements at this point, and I think I've spent enough. I think I've done my money's worth on this. So, at a sale price, in my opinion, I know that you can buy these cheap. Please don't do that. You will have a £4,000 bill or a £6,000 bill or a £7,000 bill like I nearly have. It is nearly at £7,000. I would like £6,750 for this. Am I pissing in the wind? I don't think so. I had a look round. They are, for a nice one, they are that money. Broken ones are 2, 3, 4. High mileage ones are 4, 5. And you're not really sure. You've got no checks, nothing with it. This one's had everything now. So, again, leave me a comment below. Am I pissing in the wind? Should I keep this instead of my Range Rover? As a lot of people have actually said out there, which is quite amusing. You should keep the X5 instead of that Range Rover because it would be more reliable and blah, blah, blah. Well, it will be now. I spent nearly £7,000 on it. Won't it? I bloody hope it would be. So anyway, if you're interested in it's not basically brand new, but to me, it might as well be at this point. BMW X5 35D that I've spent all of the money on. Let me know. It's for sale. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.